Alright, YouTube land, we're back with another video. Today we have a Junkyard Dog 2x8 pill base built by yours truly. This is 2 2879s driving 8 2879HG transistors using two of my 80 100 amp slash 100 amp modules for the power plant, running on 110 volts. It'll do better on 220. This is pulling the line voltage down quite a bit here in the shop on 110. So now I'm using a radio I just repaired up there. It's a Northstar NS4000. Just using it as a driver. Radio's properly tuned. We're going to be running about a 4-watt dead key into the amp, producing a 400-watt dead key out, modulating about 1600 watts PEP. You can run a hotter radio in it. It'll do more. To me, 200 watts per transistor is pushing it. I don't care what any of these solder jocks say. 8-pill is not a 2,000 watt amplifier. You know, you want to do 2,000 watts, you need a bigger box. But of course, they'll do it. And you know, they're not spectrally pure when they're showing wattage like that. But you know, it is what it is. So anyway, I usually would run it with my Cobra 29 GTL there, would show about 1200 watts PEP with about 8 watts PEP drive, and I would just let it fly. But that's just me. You know, if you understand how these things work, you have to double your power twice to make a difference anyway. So I would just cruise on it. But the 8-pill in this cabinet is built the same design that I've been building for 20 years. It's a same design I used to run in comp. It's built with 1.25" top 43 transformers, both on a 1/2 inch of course on the input, so top 43. And the drive section is one of the 2-pills, my patented 2-pill. So anyway, box has got a variable power. This is a standby switch. This turns the amp on where it'll key. This is the main power. This turns this on, and then of course the fans run all the time. The fans run all the time as long as this is on. So anyway, we're going to turn this on and get it going here. We're just going to show you real quick. I'm going to key about 400 watts with about 4 watts in. Hello. That's doing about 1550, 1600 watts PEP. This is a 16 watt radio, 4 watts, keying 4 watts, swinging about 15.5 watts. So that's what we're getting. Like I say, you could pin the 2000 watt scale with a hot radio, but know that that would require a swing kit or MPC mod, and you're just producing harmonics anyway at that point. So anyway, I got a lot of people that are going to ask, you know, because I always show them the way AM is supposed to be measured in PEP, and they always ask about, you know, the average watts. I don't show average watts because a bird meter is incapable of showing average watts. A bird meter reads carrier power, it does not read average watts. That's the biggest myth that there ever was. So basically we can flip it over and I can show you that with this radio, the way it's tuned, and with a properly tuned radio, if that's what you wanted to look at was just the without a PEP kit engaged, hello, I mean, it's going to swing forward. That's what it's going to do. We can bring it up a little more. Hello. It'll always, a properly tuned radio, it's going to move forward some. It's not going to swing drastically on a Bird 43 because, as stated, it reads carrier power, meaning the power minus the sidebands. You know, you take the sidebands off it does not measure the sidebands of the AM signal. So, hello, hello. So that's going to swing forward. I mean, we can bring it up even more. Hello, hello, hello. That light's messing us up. Let me move that light. Hello, hello. It's going to swing. It's going to move forward. Properly tuned radio. We can take it up even more. Hello, Hello, there's 750 modulating to 800. So that's the way that works. It's a way to properly look at a bird meter without a PEP kit. I know that every time I do that and say that it causes a mix-up, or not a mix-up, but it causes a lot of people, because they've been led to believe that a bird meter reads average watts and it's supposed to swing big without the PEP kit engaged, and it won't. But you know, whatever it'll move forward to when I'm doing it here, you know, 750. I think I brought it up to like 900 playing around. I don't recommend running 8 transistors at that high of a dead key. You can do what you want to do, but I don't recommend it. You know, it's we're on 14 volts here. Of course, if you was to run higher voltage, you would do more. Now, the box will do more on 220, because we are kind of starving it on 110. You know, you put it on 220 and you'll see a little more power out of it. And the guy that this is going to in Virginia has a 110 volts, but he will be getting 220. And once all you have to do to this amp to run it on 220 is cut the plug off, put your it's automatic 220. Just put your plug on there that matches your receptacle, plug it in the wall, crank it up, and you'll see some gain instantly, because you're not going to have any voltage drop at the B+ like we're having now. We're starting at 14.1 volts and dropping down to about 13.7. And if you go to 220, it's going to start at 14.1 volts and hold at 14.1. What'll add you a couple extra 100 watts on the top end, no doubt. So anyway, this is we went back to our throwback stickers from back in the day. Like I say, it's the same 8-pill section we've been building for. We kind of redesigned what we're doing here. So 442 built, Junkyard Dog, 2x8 base. Who let the dogs out? Anyway, my internet's been goofy. We've got a lot of videos coming up. I've got another 2x8 that's going to the islands. It's a 2-pill and an 8-pill. I've got 2 more 2x8s, and then I've got a 4-pill and a 5-pill that we're going to be in the next few days, and several radios. Got a lot of backlog of videos that have already been made, and that are going to be up. So y'all just stay tuned, and we'll be back. Y'all be safe, be careful, be kind. We'll catch you next time. I'm gone.